Start seeing things differently. And I don't mean in a fake positive, toxic positivity type of way. I mean literally start seeing things differently. And I'm not saying feeling differently. I'm talking about labeling things differently. Because the way that we interpret things, especially when it seems like it's going wrong, basically kind of like decides how things keep unfolding. Because we have the power, we have the ability to change the trajectory of every situation. We're so used to seeing things as they seemingly are in the 3D, especially when things are going not so well. If something unfavorable happens, like that gets all of our attention, it gets all of our energy, and we, keep dwelling in it more and more. But we were never taught differently. That's how the 3D world works. If something bad happens, it's bad. We dwell in it, unwillingly, unconsciously persist in it, and we get more of those similar experiences or same experiences with different situations, with different people, but it's in the core, it's like always the same or similar. But this time, you are aware of all of this knowledge that you have and dare to see it differently, dare to label things differently, dare to step over or through the rage and the sadness of the situation that, is creating that feeling and label it differently. Let's say you're manifesting money and you're affirming, you're doing all the inner work, and then boom, you get fired. You get fired from your job. Now, the old reactions would be, this is fake, this is a lie, this is not working, or did I do something wrong? What did I do wrong? What happened? The universe hates me, everything's against me. I never get what I want, right? But the new respond can still be, this manifestation, the law, the community, everything about everything, but you still decide to say, I fucking hate this, but I am affirming for more money. I am manifesting more money. So I'm choosing to see this, that job had to go. It just had to go. I'm making room for more. So the new job that is going to come in is going to bring in more money. It's going to give me more freedom. It's going to give me more time to myself. It's going to bring everything that I want in a workspace, workplace, right? Or maybe this is what needed to happen in order to get you to act on the business idea that you had. So it's not about changing how you feel about the situation, but choose to see it differently, label it differently, persist in a new story differently, despite, I never know what's the difference, in spite or despite. No matter, regardless of the frustration and anger or rage or sadness or whatever. And same thing if you're manifesting an SP. Let's say you're manifesting your SP back and you've been texting, you've been in contact now, and you're going back and forth and everything's cool, and then all of a sudden they ghost you. Out of the blue. You don't know what happened. Old reactions. They lost interest. They don't want anything to do with me. They found somebody else. They're talking to other people. Maybe I said something wrong. What did I say? What did I do? We automatically start blaming ourselves, or we start blaming the law or manifestation that it's not working, right? But the new you and new response dares to say, regardless of the frustration, again, this, but I am manifesting this version that I want. So maybe they just need a little bit of time and space to process those thoughts, to process those feelings as a human being, and I'm giving them that space. I'm not pushing them away because I'm feeling like this. I'm bringing them closer because I'm choosing the version that I want. I'm choosing the outcome that I want. You cannot push anything or anybody away based on what you're feeling. If you're desperate or obsessed or sad or anxious or frustrated, angry, you cannot push them away. If anything, you are bringing them closer by still choosing the version of whatever or whoever it is that you're manifesting. Okay? So again, dare to see it as favorable to you. Is it gonna feel fake? Yeah, probably. Yeah. Persist in it then. If it feels fake, persist in it then. That's why you persist in the favorable things that you want to be true and not what your nervous system already believes to be true. We don't want to persist in the things that align with what our nervous system, with our system believes as true. That is outdated. We don't operate based on old programming anymore. It's not about you lying to yourself either. It's just about you refusing to give your power away to the circumstances. Because reality is not reacting to what's happening, right? Reality response, I guess, reacts to what you do with what is happening. So SP still hasn't unblocked you. The outcome still isn't aligned with what you're affirming for. Okay, old you spirals, gives in, dwells, persists in that, right? New you responds, maybe spirals a little bit again, but gets back on track, persists, and chooses still to see it favorably. Like I always say, train your system, train your mind to see things either as neutral or favorable to you, to your advantage, even if it feels fake, especially if it feels fake. When we keep labeling every single thing in our life as negative, I'm not just talking about the things that we're manifesting consciously, but just like everything in life, when we label everything as negative, our system starts believing that life is against us, life is not fair, life is hard, nothing is safe. Expecting good, not safe, no way. Like because, oh, the last time I expected something good, I got my hopes up and then I got crushed, I got disappointed, I got let down, it hurt like hell. So I'm not allowing myself to expect good things anymore. I may hope for the good, but I'm preparing for the worst, which is what, something that I have grown up with. Hope for the best, prepare for the worst. And even when I'm tapping, like I'm telling myself, I got so many like manifestations come in, regardless of being scared and doubtful of whatever, but there's still that doubt that creeps in. But the key is to understand that doubt, fear, no feeling can push it away from you, can keep it away from you, can delay it for you. It's just you not choosing it that can potentially delay it, because if the desire is there, it's going to happen inevitably so, but you have to choose it. You have to keep choosing it. So when we start seeing everything as a stepping stone, as part of the bridge, like even the things that have nothing to do with your desires specifically, like let's say you're manifesting SP and then, I don't know, on your way to work, your car broke down. On your way to school, to the gym, your car breaks down randomly. Obviously, you're going to get mad. You're going to get confused, frustrated, whatever. Let it out. It's fine. But choose to see it as maybe this redirected me for a reason. What will be the reason that this redirected me to? Taking the steps to fix that car can bring you something so good, a person, a thing, a situation, an event, whatever, something so good that you probably maybe weren't even expecting. You don't know, but you choose to see it that way. You're open to that possibility instead of seeing it as, oh, my car broke down. Again, it feels fake. It feels fake to believe something good can come out of something seemingly bad, but that's why you choose it. That's why you choose to see it in a different way. So you can allow the good to happen. So you change the trajectory of everything. That's how you stay on top of it, by persisting, by not pretending to be unbothered, to be unfazed or anything like that, but daring to persist on what you actually want, even while feeling frustrated and angry or whatever. 3D is always neutral. That is one of the most basic things that we learn, like the first things that we learn when we step into conscious manifestation, law of assumption, right? And so the 3D is never telling us what's true. It's asking us, what story are we choosing? What are we persisting in? Because the breakthroughs don't always happen when everything is perfect. But they, a lot of the times, also happen when everything seems to be going wrong, when everything seems messy, but you're still choosing favorably. So try to not automatically ask, why is this happening? What am I doing wrong? This is BS. This is not working. But ask yourself, what part of the new story is this making me confirm? Is this helping me confirm? And regardless if that's about SP or money or health or whatever, or an apartment, maybe it's just you're working on your self-concept and you are affirming something like, everything always works out perfectly for me. Everything is wonderful in my life. I always get what I want. And then your car breaks down. Confirm it. Confirm everything always works out perfectly for me. Conform to that assumption. So should something throw you off track next time, dare to see it differently. Try to see it as part of the bridge, which it inevitably is. But allow it to guide you, to lead you to your desired reality. Don't dwell in it. Use that as your new technique. Affirm whatever you see, you persist no matter what. It always comes down to persist no matter what. You got this.